Telltale Games. Yeah, that's right. If you're a gaming company that makes choice-based games and choices don't actually matter in those games, then you're getting sinned automatically. Them's the rules. Oh, so we're just gonna skip over how Clem was able to find Krista and Omid? Okay. Why is Krista going into the men's room? Thanks for holding my hand, game. I really appreciate it.
What's that?
A stuffed animal.
Give me that hat.
Oh, you're going to video game hell for that comment, where you'll be forced to play mediocre games like Heavy Rain and Mafia 3. Clementine's hat will still remain on her head even if you pick the give hat option. Game unnecessarily kills off Omid within the first 10 minutes of the game. Krista shoots this girl in the stomach rather than headshotting her. Did Krista's baby have a miscarriage or something? Because she went from being pregnant in the prologue to no longer being pregnant here. How the hell do you just gloss over something like that?
You should be doing this, not me. Tending a fire so you can cook and stay warm. It's something you have to be able to do, Clementine.
This game is set 2 years after the events of the first season, and you mean to tell me you never once taught Clementine throughout that entire time how to build a fucking campfire? Unless that gunshot was supposed to imply that Krista had died, this is the last you'll ever see of Krista. And I'm not just talking about the game, I'm talking about the entire Walking Dead series. Quick time events. Kevin Bruner. From now on, whenever I see a Telltale game, I will add 10 sins automatically whenever I see this guy's name pop up. If you're familiar with who Kevin Bruner is, and the history behind Telltale games, then I shouldn't even have to explain why. Clem goes through his little struggle of bashing a walker over the head with a tree branch rather than impaling him with it. It's actions like this that makes Clem look dumb, and she is the complete opposite of that. My oh my, look at that 2D texture hidden under 15 of those beans. The dog will still attack you even if you chose the option to feed him. What, you actually thought your choices was actually going to matter? Don't want to stray too far away from the story now. That will require too much effort. Hey look, it's the teleporting dead. Saving the hero in the nick of time cliche.
A dog shows up and bites you and you just kill it?
Oh, sorry Luke. Next time a dog tries to attack me, I'ma just let it kill me. Self-defense be damned. This character exists. Can't wait to see how many people she's gonna get killed.
Only one way to find out.
Oh.
We wait.
What?
By tomorrow morning, if the fever set in, we'll know if she's gonna turn. In the meantime, we can lock her in the shed.
That is the dumbest idea I've heard in a long time. If Clementine's wound doesn't get treated soon, she will bleed out and die and turn into a walker anyways. So locking her in the shed isn't the best way to determine whether or not it's a dog bite or a walker bite. Rebecca has some bad peripheral vision. Okay, so check this out, right? If you decide to hide like I did, then Rebecca will walk into the bathroom and contemplate with worry about the possibility of the baby she's having not being Alvin's. If you choose to do nothing, then Rebecca will get distracted by Sarah and will not walk into the bathroom. So apparently, you hiding somehow determines whether or not Sarah will say something to Rebecca, or will just walk away from the bathroom. Telltale, you do realize that's not how the butterfly effect works, right?
Why? What will he do? Get mad at me? What does he do when he gets mad? He gets angry, and he says he's disappointed in me. And then he just loves me and wants me to be safe. That's it? Nothing else? Yeah, it's the worst.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Her dad will get mad and be disappointed in her. Since I live in a black household, I used to get my ass whooped for drawing on the walls when I was a little kid. Oh, but her dad will be disappointed in her. Oh, that's gonna start World War III, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah really is worthless. Perhaps Game Care Network was on to something after all.
This is gonna suck.
Well, what do you know? Clem perfectly sums up how I feel before I play a David Cage game. Button mashing.
I'm still not bitten.
Yep, still one of the most iconic lines in video game history.
But there are a few things you need to know about my daughter.
Okay.
She isn't like you. You may not get that initially, but once you're around her for a while, you'll understand. If she knew how bad the world is, what it's really like out there, she would cease to function.
And that's why instead of babying her, you could have exposed her to the harsh world as it is. Because at least then she would have known a thing or two about survival and she wouldn't be so damn clueless.
So, what happened to your parents?
Bruh, you guys are 2 years into the zombie apocalypse. What do you think happened to Clementine's parents? Oh, they're fine, Luke. They just took a trip to Narland.
You should probably think about being nicer to me. That's just my advice.
Okay, I'll take a sin off of that line too. I'm not heartless. This choice does not matter. Pete was able to kill that walker by hitting him with his rifle. Smoking.
Would you
Would you promise me you'll watch out for Nick?
Are you seriously trusting an 11-year-old girl to look after a grown-ass man? Middle of the night when Clem escapes from the truck, morning when she arrives at the house.
Clementine, can you please watch Sarah?
I'm sorry, what? Are you really tasking an 11-year-old girl to babysit a 14-year-old?
Say cheese! I found this under the house. There was all kinds of old stuff.
Under the house? You mean that non-existent basement under the house? Kevin Bruner. Sarah gets up in this shot, yet she's on the ground in the next shot.
The most important thing is, always aim for the head. Okay. Unless it's a person trying to hurt you. Then what do? Just keep shooting.
No, Clem, you shoot them in the head as well.
Clem, I think I know him. He can't see me. You have to make him go away. What? Why can't he see you?
Sarah, stop playing the pronoun game and tell Clementine who this man is and why he can't see you.
Well, White's in trouble.
That's racist.
I told you, nobody's here.
Game, I didn't pick that option.
It's probably just the wind.
Dialogue flaw.
He saw a picture of me.
A picture? What were you doing taking pictures?
Carlos has clearly never been around girls before. They take pictures of themselves all the time. And I do mean all the time.
You told me to distract her. Distract?
Sarah.
So I'm just an idiot?
Yup.
You're not my dad, Carlos.
And you are lucky you're not my daughter.
Thank God.
And the craziest part about this is that I'm sure everyone's sided with Clementine on this. Because if she was Carlos's daughter, she would have been just like Sarah. This ain't a sin, by the way. Let's cut the static and move on.
Fun. How is this fun?
That's actually what I would ask the dev team whenever they have me mash the Q button on my keyboard. Hey look, more teleporting walkers. Yeah, no, that's not how gravity works.
Just play it cool. You do the talking.
What? Why me?
I don't want to get in a fight. You really think he'd shoot a little girl?
Yes, Luke. People will shoot anyone. Have you already forgotten that you are in a zombie apocalypse?
Why did you shoot?
He pointed a gun at me!
Actually, you pointed your rifle first, dumbass.
I had to kill my mom. Sounds weird when I say it out loud, huh?
Game, I don't remember picking an option that said, Nick, give me your life story so I can have a reason to care about you.
Made it!
Clementine is a bitch to crows. The game accidentally reveals Kenny's face here in the wide shot, which kinda messes up that big reveal that the episode was building up to.
Are you trying to rob us? Excuse me, honey, but do I look like a fucking thief?
Self-inflicted racism.
I thought you were dead.
Yeah, except you weren't present when he quote-unquote died.
Still wearing this dirty old thing, huh?
Kenny just broke the first rule of the Telltale Walking Dead commandment, where no NPC should ever touch nor diss Clementine's hat. Anyone that breaks this rule shall suffer death or a brutal beatdown.
We can't be sure. They might be tracking us.
Tracking? Who do you think they are? Ninjas?
Ninjas? In The Walking Dead? Damn it, Telltale, what a missed opportunity.
Actually, we were thinking of moving on. Somewhere up north. You ever heard of a place called Wellington?
So this is the way Telltale tries to build up to one of the 7 endings. My only question is, how does Kenny even know about Wellington?
Ask me that can, Duck.
Look who just broke the second rule of the Telltale Walking Dead commandment.
Well, being from Florida, I would imagine you know all about politics, Kenny.
Man, I know one advantage of living in the apocalypse is not dealing with that shit no more.
Kenny is starting to make me want to live in the apocalypse now.
Please, do you have any food? I saw the house and I have a family. We're starving. We live down there.
Anyone that has played the 400 Days DLC from the first game already knows that Bonnie's story is full of shit. This scene feels like it was put here just to fool players who are too lazy to play the 400 Days DLC and skipped ahead to Season 2.
That guy on the bridge was Walter's friend.
The game tells me a plot twist that I've already figured out.
Does anyone know how to do this? Great.
I can do it.
Okay, we'll watch your back.
All Clementine did was turn on her lighter, grab the keys, put the keys into the slot, and twist it and push it in. They tasked an 11-year-old girl to do something that anyone else in the group could have done. In this scene, Walter saves Nick's life, yet Nick will become useless in the later episodes. He may not have died in my playthrough, but he is now dead to the plot.
It's you.
Keep moving.
Gingers that have no soul and can't be trusted, cliche.
Don't shoot.
What?
He'll kill him.
We can't just give up.
Kenny, he'll keep doing this. Think about Sarita.
We're coming out.
Let's go.
Bonnie. This scene with them walking through the forest never happens in episode 3.
Previously on The Walking Dead.
Previously on Lee is Still Dead, so I don't know why he's narrating the opening recap sequence.
Everything come out alright, girls?
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
No, stop! Don't hit my friend!
Child abuse. Kevin Bruner.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I know it's bullshit.
Blissful ignorance.
I'm gonna punch the first son of a bitch I see. Then I'm gonna take his gun and use it to shoot the next son of a bitch I see.
Trailer trash logic. After getting slapped by Carver, Clementine's wound miraculously heals within a matter of minutes.
Take solace in knowing that they're here to help us make our home a better place.
So, basically slavery. Yeah, that's worth 200 sins alone. Jane.
Looks kinda crappy.
My exact feelings about Mafia 3. Hey look, it's some 400 Days characters randomly inserted here just to remind you that they exist but serve no actual purpose.
She's a baby. There's no helping her.
Whoa, that's harsh, kid.
Nah, but she's right though. The girl is soft and a bit too sensitive, and gets her feelings hurt way too easily. People like that are spineless and do not deserve respect. There are numerous scenarios where she will get someone killed. There are also times where she will also be exotically annoying and useless. I can perfectly see now why Game Care Network and the Walking Dead community hate Sarah so damn much.
That was awkward. I won't do that again.
Nah, too late, Reggie. You already broke the first rule of the Telltale Walking Dead commandment.
Clementine, I asked you to help her!
No, you did not. You never asked Clem to do such a thing.
It was my fault.
Nah, this ain't your fault.
Correct. It was Sarah's fault. Bye, Reggie.
Reggie's dead. What?
What do you mean, what? She said Reggie's dead. What part of those two words do you not understand? I might as well count this entire combat section as a sin. It solely exists simply because you haven't fought any walkers all episode.
Luke!
Yes! Man, bit the hell out of me.
Hey Luke, glad to see you again. Question, how did you manage to sneak into Carver's camp without being spotted by Troy or any other guards? Hey look, another 400 Days character that serves no actual purpose in this story.
I thought about Duck today.
Breaking the second rule of the Telltale Walking Dead commandment.
I was dishonest when I first met you, but I swear on everything holy that'll never happen again.
Lying in the name of the Holy Ghost. Another 400 Days character that serves no actual purpose in this story.
I swear to Christ you're gonna regret this.
That is the second time Clementine has gotten hit this episode.
Whatever you were planning is over. It's done.
Clementine was never able to give Luke the radio, so I don't know how this scenario came to be. That is the third time Clementine has gotten hit, and Sarah got slapped earlier. What is up with this episode in child abuse?
And we just need someone to go set off that PA, right? I mean, you never bothered to explain who's supposed to do that.
Wow, this group really would have been nothing without Clementine. Nah, dead ass, why is it always up to this 11-year-old girl to do everything for the group? Clementine took care of herself when her and Krista got attacked by bandits. She took care of herself when she was locked in the shed. She took care of herself when Carver came to the cabin. She took care of herself on the bridge. She took care of herself this very episode during a combat section where walkers broke into Carver's camp. It's moments like that that makes me think that Clementine would have been better off on her own.
Gone. I mean to get some payback.
No!
Alvin says he's meaning to get some payback, yet he only kills one guard.
Just shoot him.
What? No,
Where the hell did Kenny get this gun from? The game acts like it wasn't about to pick the stay option.
The fuck are you looking at, bitch? Don't act like you didn't love every second.
Shooting a guy in the dick. This scene where Clementine changes Kenny's bandages is in the previews for episode 4, but doesn't exactly occur until episode 5. Delayed much?
Previously on The Walking Dead.
Previously on Lee is Still Dead, yet he continues to narrate the opening recap sequences.
What the fuck did you do?
I don't know, tried to save her.
Just run for it.
Or you could shut up and pay attention.
You hear that, people of low attention span? How does that not kill the walker?
Back when it started, me and my sister, we
What?
were...
She died? I don't need your pity.
You don't have the right.
Looks like Jane's gonna be the Molly of this season. Nah, for real, think about it. They're both pretty ruthless women. They both prefer to be alone. They both have short hair. They both have dead sisters. And at the end of the 4th chapter of each game, they both decide to leave the group. Jane is basically a carbon copy of Molly from the 1st season, except less likable. Kevin Bruner.
I've been nervous to even go near her.
What? You think he's gonna shoot you?
Yes, Jane, you idiot. The man is already unstable and he just lost his 2nd wife.
I'm just worried about you.
Worried, huh? Well, that's nice of you, seeing as this was your fault in the first place.
The thing that got Sarita killed was due to Sarah's anxiety attack after watching her father die, thus drawing the walkers towards the group and having Sarita getting bitten in the process. It's like the devs think we have the memory span of a goldfish or something. Air quotes. Jane just stabbed that walker in the head, yet I don't see any stab wounds.
Oh no.
Wow, I actually completely forgot about Nick. I did say earlier that he was going to be useless in the later episodes, to the point where he's been reduced to nothing more than a walker stuck in the fence. In order to kill a walker, you have to damage the brain, yet Clementine was able to kill one by stabbing him in the back of the neck. Reuse background music from 400 Days.
Move!
It took until the 4th chapter of the game to make this option available. Where the hell did Luke get that rifle?
I'm stuck.
Oh my god, stop, bro, I'm stuck.
Regardless of what you do, there is nothing you can do to avoid Arvo. Hey look, more teleporting walkers.
Museum. It's our only choice.
No, Jane and I found a place. I'll show you.
Damn, now I'm starting to wonder what the story would have been like had they went to the museum instead. Damn it, Telltale, what a missed opportunity.
Jane!
Jane just got hit by that board, yet later you'll see no scratches on her face. Also, the only reason I decided to save Sarah was because I thought the writers would make her a better character, or at least try to. But no, she just dies stupid like always, in the same episode no less. Confederate flag.
No.
The writers at Telltale has some fucked up sense of humor. It made it seem like the baby didn't survive childbirth and died, thus making the entire game depressing and more true to life. But nope, sunshine and rainbows, the baby's alive. And it's a good thing too, because now we have something to fight for. But it's still getting sinned because it played with my emotions.
Well, somebody's gotta watch you while Mama gets her beauty sleep. You never forget that smell.
Sniffing a newborn baby.
Jane left. For good.
What? When?
Just now.
Are you serious? She didn't say anything about leaving to me? What the fuck? Damn it!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't stick your dick in crazy. That is a mistake us virgins shall avoid. This ambush couldn't be more obvious even if you tried.
No!
What a predictable ass cliffhanger.
Previously on The Walking Dead.
Previously on Lee is Still Dead, yet... You know what? Fuck it. I don't care anymore. Oh, so now you're gonna put this message on screen, as if it's a way to say, yeah, you know all the choices you made in the previous chapters? Yeah, they didn't really matter, but they are gonna matter in this episode. I'm a few seconds in, and this episode is already full of shit. The 5th chapter of this game starts off with Clementine falling from the heavens. In the next shot, we see our group versus their group fighting to survive, even though they all should be dead.
Can't just sit here and let this guy take pot shots at us till he runs out of ammo.
Luke's logic makes no sense. So you're saying it's a bad idea to just sit behind cover while this guy wastes his ammo?
English, motherfucker! English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Cover me, alright? Just shoot over towards the woods.
Luke tells Clementine to shoot towards the woods, yet Clementine only fires one bullet. Jane.
You can still leave, you know. There's nothing holding you here.
I sorta wish that was true.
But it is true. There's nothing holding you here. What is the one thing that is holding you here? Is it Luke? I'm serious. I need to know.
How did this happen?
She turned. Just like that.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about Rebecca. Here is where I'll prove once and for all that Telltale is a bunch of liars, as your choices will mean donkey crab being pushed out of a guy's mouth. Even if you pick the option to take the pills for Rebecca, she will still die due to exhaustion. In a game that literally tells you that the game series adapts to the choices you make, the story is tailored by how you play. The choices will still have the exact same plot beats as all the other choices, thus proving that the game does not adapt to the choices I make, and the story is not tailored by how I play.
So, you want a cookie? You want a cookie for doing the right thing?
All I can do is promise you I won't abandon you again. Which, to be fair, I've never done before.
Yes you did. You abandoned the group at the end of the last episode. And if you abandoned the group, then you abandoned Clementine. Kevin Bruner.
So how's it look? Am I still gonna be pretty when this heals?
You know, I'm kinda disappointed with the amount of gore on Kenny's eye. It's an M-rated game, Telltale. You're allowed to get away with stuff like that. Fine, viewer, call me a sociopath, but I've played through The Last of Us Part 2. Anyone who has played through that game is guaranteed to turn into a sociopath, and not much in video games will phase you after that.
Is that it?
I don't know, Kenny. Does that look like a house to you?
I got first watch.
I think the fence has got us pretty secure.
Can't be too careful.
The baby might be cold.
Nah, I'll keep him warm.
Kenny's logic makes no sense. He's going to take Alvin Jr. away from the fire and out into the freezing cold to keep him warm.
I'd give anything for one more second with them to play catch with Doug.
Breaking the second rule of the Telltale Walking Dead commandment. Again.
Why does this feel like I'm signing a contract or something?
Oh, it's because you are. You're signing your soul away to the devil. This scene with the walker attacking Kenny only exists for the walkers to show up later.
Maybe there's a way around.
I don't see any.
I do. Right over there. See what I was just talking about? Now we got more teleporting walkers. At this point in the game, I had figured that Luke was gonna die no matter what, which is why I didn't do much to save him. In my playthrough, I ended up with a rare outcome where Bonnie dies along with Luke, yet nobody will cry over her death.
Wellington's gotta be out there. Now, those rumors can't all be bunk.
Clearly you haven't heard of GTA 6 rumors.
We'll be fine.
Clem, he beat that boy within an inch of his life. We are way past fine. I know Kenny's a nice guy, Clem.
Those two lines that Jane just said does not coincide well with each other.
This is different.
How?
Where are we gonna find baby formula?
That's a great question that this game and Season 3 will never bring up again.
Listen, we just gotta get away from that guy, Clem.
So you are willing to abandon an 11-year-old child and a newborn baby just to get away from Kenny? You treacherous asshole. Not only did Arvo shoot Clementine, but he also got away with it. Plus 10 sins.
Clementine!
Flashback within a dream cliche. First person point of view of critical plot moments.
Because you won't listen to a thing I'm saying!
What's that? You're talking into my bad ear, sweetheart.
Jackass.
At this point, Jane and Kenny have now been reduced to two parents arguing in front of their kids.
Clem, we could leave. Right now.
Jane has now been reduced from a parent arguing to a wife leaving her husband and taking the kids with her. Clementine just shot that walker in the head, yet there's no bullet hole to be found. That slash to the stomach won't hinder Kenny in the slightest.
You were right about her. She was unstable. Always just looking out for herself.
No shit, Clementine. 9 days later, and Clem's bullet wound hasn't been treated, patched up, nor cauterized. Apparently, this is actually Wellington. This has to be one of the biggest coincidences in video game history.
Well, I'm afraid this is the part where I give you the bad news. Unfortunately, our community isn't accepting new members. We're over capacity as it is, and there's just not enough to go around if we keep bringing people in.
Just take the kids.
What?
Please, just take the kids. It's too dangerous out here for them.
Kenny,
It's just a little girl and a baby boy. You can make room for that. You can take back the supplies you gave us if that helps. Please, just... I need them to be safe. And it's safe in there. I know that. Just ask someone, please. They won't make it out here. Please.
We can take the children, but... just the children.
That was easy.
Okay. Okay, we'll stay.
Good.
We'll stay.
Good. This is the right decision. Don't waste this, okay?
I'm sure this will pay off in season 3. Telltale trolling.
Do it. Just do it.
There, AJ. We're gonna be okay.
So you're not gonna question how AJ is alive despite Jane implying that he died? Okay. Clem was able to keep AJ alive for 9 days all by herself without any baby formula. After Clementine stabbed that walker in the head, there is no stab wounds anywhere to be found. I should have said this a long time ago, and I'm talking episode 3 a long time ago, but Clementine with walker guts smeared on her straight up looks like she was attacked with a dark red crayon. Sequel baiting.
I'm still not bitten.